God's blessings to everyone. This is a DGHradio.com news and information news update for the Caribbean, and I'm reporter SGD reporting the news for Friday, October 10th, 2025, covering the latest developments from across the Caribbean. Regional security and accountability in Jamaica lead today's newscast. Jamaica's Independent Commission of Investigations is calling for an immediate end to any interference with private or public surveillance during police operations. The watchdog warns that disabling or removing cameras undermines the integrity of evidence, public trust, and the fair review of use of force incidents. The agency is also pressing for stricter post-operation procedures, better evidence handling, and consistent activation of recording devices to reduce fatal encounters and strengthen accountability. Coastal access remains a flashpoint in Jamaica. A beach rights advocacy group says it will use established law to defend traditional public use of certain shorelines where communities have fished, swum, and gathered for decades. Supporters argue that long-standing, uninterrupted access can create enduring rights, even when new developments or resort projects arrive. The push is reigniting debate over how to balance tourism investment with community heritage and livelihoods linked to the coast. In health and community advocacy, a major hospitality company in Jamaica is backing breast cancer awareness in a big way. RIU Resorts has stepped forward with significant sponsorship for a long-running run and walk organized by the Kiwanis Club of Providence. Organizers say the partnership fuels education on screening, supports patients and families, and showcases how corporate community collaborations can save lives through early detection and care. Infrastructure resilience is on the agenda in Jamaica's Northwest. The National Works Agency says the rebuilt Troy Bridge remains on schedule for completion by year's end. The new span replaces a crossing that was lost to severe flooding years ago and features stronger materials and improved drainage designed to withstand more extreme weather. Residents and businesses that have endured long detours are looking forward to safer, quicker connections between communities. Public safety updates from St. Catherine. 2 men were killed in separate police operations linked to a mass shooting investigation. Authorities report that firearms were recovered at the scenes and that no officers were injured. As required in such cases, the incidents have been referred to independent review. Community leaders continue to call for a measured security posture, firm against gun violence while prioritizing de-escalation and the protection of innocent residents. Justice system leadership in Jamaica is shifting. Veteran prosecutor Claudette Thompson has been appointed Director of Public Prosecutions, a pivotal post that sets charging policy and guides sensitive case strategy. Observers expect early emphasis on tighter file readiness, stronger disclosure practices, and improved digital evidence handling. Steps aimed at cutting adjournments and moving cases through the courts more reliably. Also in Jamaica's courts, a high court judge has recused herself from a dispute involving the chair of the Police Officers Association and the Commissioner of Police. The interim order preserving the status quo remains in place as the matter is reassigned. The decision underscores the importance of perceived fairness and impartiality in high-profile institutional disputes. Culture and the creative economy get a boost in Kingston. Authorities plan to launch an institute for cultural practitioners, innovators, entertainers, and creatives, offering flexible short courses and resources in areas ranging from music and digital tools to heritage and the business of the arts. A companion funding vehicle is intended to support facilities and programs with the goal of growing jobs, exports, and national pride while protecting rights across the sector. Barbados is spotlighting food security, with the agriculture minister warning that imported sugar volumes are under scrutiny. Officials are encouraging retailers and manufacturers to prioritize domestic production to support farmers and value-added industries like rum. The conversation highlights the delicate balance between open regional trade and the protection of strategic local sectors in small island economies. A new international outlook suggests Barbados's recent brisk rebound will moderate over the next few years. The projection emphasizes the need to raise productivity, expand access to finance for small firms, and strengthen skills development, especially in science and technology, to sustain inclusive growth. Policymakers are weighing how to accelerate private sector investment while keeping public debt in check. Cricket pride runs deep in Barbados, and two legends are stepping in to help. Icons Desmond Haynes and Joel Garner are lending their expertise to the Barbados Pride setup ahead of regional one-day action. The mentorship aims to sharpen player development, transfer winning habits from past eras, and strengthen team culture as selection decisions and leadership choices approach. Weather disruptions have affected community events in Barbados. A Kiwanis leadership gathering was postponed due to squally bands and heavy showers, and a flash flood watch was issued as road ponding and reduced visibility developed. Seas have also been rough, with advisories for small craft along exposed coasts. Officials remind residents that even distant tropical systems can produce hazardous local conditions. The Barbadian media fraternity is mourning veteran broadcaster Doug Hoyt, remembered for his authoritative on-air presence, leadership, and mentorship of younger journalists. Tributes describe a professional who set high standards, elevated newsroom craft, and left a legacy that will continue to shape the industry. Turning to wider regional security, gunfire disrupted a rare, high-profile meeting in Port-au-Prince as Haitian leaders sought to reassert authority in areas long affected by gang control. Officials were evacuated without reports of injury. The episode underscores the urgency and difficulty of stabilizing key institutions while improving daily safety for civilians. Regional geopolitics remain tense. Venezuela has asked the United Nations Security Council for an emergency session over recent U.S. military activity in the Caribbean. The coming discussions are expected to weigh maritime security and anti-trafficking efforts alongside sovereignty concerns, with Caribbean governments closely watching implications for commerce, safety, and diplomacy. In Eastern Caribbean aviation, St. Lucia says the modernization of Huanora International Airport remains on track for completion by 2029. The project includes a new terminal, airside upgrades, and resilience features to recover more quickly after severe weather. Officials frame the redevelopment as essential for tourism growth, smoother passenger experiences, and route expansion. Barbados is also pursuing practical diplomacy. Meetings in Rome focused on energy security, transport links, and trade facilitation, especially projects that can deliver near-term savings on electricity, support exporters navigating certification rules, and improve connectivity for travelers and cargo. The measure of success will be concrete deliverables with timelines and transparent reporting. Road safety is again under the microscope in Barbados after a fatal crash involving passengers riding in a pickup's open tray. Advocates are renewing calls for stronger enforcement and public education, noting the high risk of ejection or crushing injuries even at lower speeds. Community leaders, parents, and employers are being urged to set safer transport standards and prevent avoidable tragedies. From energy to regional collaboration, Trinidad and Tobago is watching developments that could stabilize natural gas supply and support industrial output, while Grenada is weighing a time-bound radar and personnel request from a security partner to enhance maritime and air domain awareness. Officials emphasize transparency, strict rules of engagement, and public updates as discussions continue. Border integrity remains a priority across the region. Grenadian authorities report recent convictions and fines for 5 travelers who used forged passports after arriving from a neighboring island. The case underscores zero tolerance for document fraud and the importance of regional cooperation among border agencies to deter similar attempts while ensuring humane treatment under due process. In a regional tourism note, Dominica and Barbados have signed a memorandum to deepen cooperation, sharing marketing, expanding vocational experiences, and improving visitor flows, part of a broader effort to diversify tourism products and strengthen resilience across multiple markets. These and other issues are of great concern within the islands. What do you think are some good solutions? Let us know your thoughts by texting your comments to 1-315-898-1449. You can also join our WhatsApp group and get the news, weather, and other insightful information delivered right to your smartphone. To join, text JOIN to 1-315-898-1449. Please include your name in the text message. You will receive a call to verify your request. I'm your reporter, SGD, signing off for DGHradio.com. Remember, SGD and DGH. Together, we source, gather, and deliver daily global headlines because on DGHradio.com, the news never sleeps. Ciao!